Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond Bricks. I am your host, Kevin Stewart. And guys, I want to share something super exciting with you guys today. Our company has been experiencing a large amount of momentum. Today, we're going to talk about momentum because it's something that I'm seeing right now. I've seen it in the past. I've seen momentum in the past. I've had company momentum before, but this time it feels different. This time it feels completely different, like nothing I've ever experienced before. And all week and for the past few weeks, I've been trying to figure out what is it that is causing this momentum and not just causing it, but what do I need to do to keep it going? And it's got me into a lot of really great conversations, and it's got me into a lot of very good talks with some of my friends about momentum and have they experienced in the past and what are the things that they've been doing to keep that going. But this time, like I said, it feels different. There's just an energy. There's a freshness of energy that we have as a company right now that's special. And I think it's because we have a little bit of refresh of people. If you've been following us on social media, you've noticed that we've had some new hires recently. We've brought some new folks onto the team. And anytime you get a change around you and a change of individuals and a change of people, it's special to feel the energy that they bring to the room. You get the opportunity to do things new and do things fresh and feel new ideas and work through new opportunities with those people. So I think that's a part of it. I think a part of this momentum is coming from that. But more than anything, I think it's because, I truly believe it's because we've been doing the right thing. I think our company has been doing the right thing now for a while. I believe that we have had great focus. I believe that we have been doing the right things for the right reasons with the right people. And so therefore now the world is really starting to pay that back to us. And we are busy in a way that we haven't been in a long time. And guys, it feels like such a blessing. So I wanted to come today and share that with you and share this with you because there's something amazing about momentum. And, you know, when you think about a train, it takes a lot to get a train moving, to get it moving forward on the tracks. But once it gets going, man, it's hard to stop a freight train. In business and in life, I feel it's the same way. Guys, it's hard to get going. But once you get going, if you can keep doing the right things, you have the ability to keep that train moving forward at a super high level. The difference, though, of what I feel we've done differently this time, I think started with myself. We had an incredible streak a few years back. We went on a run as a company it was off the charts, but I was not in the right place. I was not doing the right things. I was not being the best version of myself. I was not focusing the right way. And I do believe that as we started to go sidewards, the train derailed faster because I wasn't the person I was supposed to be. I wasn't doing the things and I wasn't being the leader that my company needed. That was just the reality. Once I refocused and realigned who I was and the things that I was doing and the things that I wanted to be and the person that I wanted to be, I believe that is what allowed me to slowly but surely get the train back on the tracks, get it moving, and get it going in the right direction. So it started with a huge focus on my personal development. Second thing is I think that we had, you've heard me talk about so much on this podcast, is our standards have never been so clear. The standards of who we are, who we're going to be around, who we're going to focus our energy on, who we're going to pour into as a team, and who we are going to focus on as a team has never been more dialed in. We've really lived into the principles of our company, the principles to do the right thing, to show up, to have fun, to believe. All of these things we are living into on a daily basis. And I believe that that's put us on the right path and trajectory because we clearly define those things. And the thing I love the most about this, which was the last thought I had on why, is that we're focusing on people in the right fashion. We are all living into a way of loving those around us and doing what's best for them and doing what's best for our community and really living into that, not just saying it, not just talking about it, but living into it. I believe this podcast has been a big blessing to that. I believe it's given me a voice that I needed to let out some of the thoughts that go through my head, having the blessing of being able to be with you guys and talk with you and put things out there into the world that I feel are important and special that I've learned. It's been an outlet. It's been a huge blessing. And I believe that we are in the exact spot we were meant to be. We are meant to be in this exact spot right now. Everyone in my company, I believe, feels that. And it's so special. It's so special to know that we are doing the things that we were put here to do with the people that are meant to be with us. And it's so exciting. It's so fun to know that you're living the life you're meant to live. It's amazing. So today, I wanted to share that with you, but then I wanted to talk about, and I have some points written down here that I want to share with you about how do you create that momentum? Because maybe you're not in that spot right now. Maybe you're in the spot where you've seen some good things happen before, but man, the train just isn't moving. The things in your life just aren't going the way that you want and hope and expect them to. And you're not really sure how to get the train moving. Maybe you're coming off a streak. Maybe you've been and had some great momentum for a while and you're going, man, what happened? Where did that go? What's going on right now? Guys, we live in a crazy world right now. A crazy world. There's so much going on. It's absolute chaos out there at times. But what are you doing to find a way to be the light and be the right voice inside the room? To do the things that you want to do the right thing along the way, every single step of the way. So how do you get momentum? How does that happen? What is the first step? I believe the first step is you have to have and start with super clear priorities. You heard me say it a couple minutes ago that I believe that is one of the biggest things that cause the momentum that we're having right now is that we had super clear standards. Our standards have never been more clear. You have to have those priorities. Guys, it's not just about hustle. We've always had hustle. I've always had hustle. I am someone that refuses to be outworked. I will work super hard. I will do what I have to do to make things happen. But it's not always about hard work. It's about having clear priorities. It's not just about doing a bunch of things. It's about doing the right things. I did an episode in season 1, and it's actually a point that I'll probably revisit here down the road. And an episode I actually may redo and add in some 2.0 flavor to it. But it was about being effectively efficient. Being effectively efficient is what I'm talking about here, because you have to have the clear priorities to know what you're supposed to be doing every day. And being effectively efficient is part of that, because you can be efficient, but if you're not being effective in the things you're doing, you're not doing the right things along the way, big deal. But if you're not focused on those right things, you don't know what the priorities are, how are you ever supposed to be effectively efficient? And so to me, that is a piece that is the start of the puzzle. You have to find a way to not just do things, but to do the right things. So as you're looking at your life and you're looking at the things and the priorities that you have and the places you want to go, you have to sit back and ask yourself, what should I be doing today? Not just filling your day with a bunch of garbage, not just filling your day with a bunch of nonsense, but filling your day with the right priorities. If you want to go out and change people's lives, you have to find a way to bring joy and happiness into people's lives. You have to spread good to them. If you want to be successful in business, you have to find a way to identify the times and the things that you need to do every single day that are going to bring you energy and help you get to the place where you want to go. So the first thing is you have to have super clear priorities. Guys, it's not about hustle. It's not just about hustle. It's about doing the right thing every day. The second thing, you have to build systems. You have to build systems into your life. You have to have some resemblance of accountability. Consistency beats intensity every single time. I talk about Kobe Bryant all the time. I will always talk about Kobe. I will unapologetically use his life as an example. And this is yet another spot where I believe that you can look at what he did in the Mamba mentality of being a constant quest to be the best version of yourself. He understood that the consistency would beat the intensity. Now, he was a super intense guy. We all know that. We watched him play on the basketball court enough, and we've heard the stories about practice to know that he was an incredibly intense human, but the consistency of what he was doing every day outweighed that, and that's what built who he was. He had clearly defined systems. So what are your systems? Momentum is built in your calendar. It's not about your mood, guys. Your mood doesn't matter. Whether you're having a good day or bad day, truthfully doesn't matter when it comes to momentum. It's built in your calendar. It's built in the systems that you put in place that protect you and protect where you want to go and the vision of what you want to be. If you're in business and you're working, you need to know the amount of prospecting, the amount of time you need to be on the phones, the amount of time you need to be in front of your customers. You need to know the types of customers you want to call. You have to have all of those pieces and those priorities defined in order to gain momentum. That's what's going to create a lack of the spurts, right? Not having spurts in your business, but to have clear, defined momentum that goes with a trajectory that goes up, up, and away. That's an important piece. The third, you got to take fast and imperfect action. So hear me when I say you have to take fast action, but I challenge you to take imperfect action. I know that sounds a little strange because most of us are in the pursuit of perfection. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're trying to gain momentum and you're trying to keep momentum, you have to be willing to make mistakes. You have to be willing to go throw it out there and mess up every once in a while. I believe that in my life, I have had so many times in the past where I've lost momentum or not gained it when I should have, or not gone the places that I wanted to go simply because I didn't take fast action. I knew there was something I was supposed to be doing. I knew there was an opportunity. I knew there was a place I was supposed to go, but instead of taking action, what did I do? I overthought it. I thought way too much. I'd spent so much time trying to define the perfection of the opportunity instead of just going and taking the opportunity, going and doing what I'm supposed to do. This podcast, truthfully, is a testament to that. Because when I first started this, I sat in this exact same spot that you're watching me right now with a computer screen right here, filming on Zoom with a microphone that we bought off of Amazon because I decided to take action. Was that first episode perfect? Absolutely not. Were most of those episodes even close? Absolutely not. Are the episodes I'm shooting now perfect? Absolutely not. But every single time I shoot and every single time I have the opportunity to do this, I get a little better. We find little things, we find little nuances that we can change and adjust to make it just a little bit better. We took fast action, but we took imperfect action. We weren't worried about the perfection of this. We're more worried about learning from it and growing and doing the right thing. Guys, speed creates energy, but waiting on perfection completely kills that. You have to learn to do. You have to learn from your failure. You have to fail forward. It's kind of a cliche term, but I always love it. I believe every time I've failed in my life, if I pay attention, I've learned from it. And I've found a way to push the needle towards the direction that I want to go. Guys, we have to perform with a no fear mindset. We have to take chances. We have to do things we've never done before. We have to do things that make us nervous. We have to do things that make us nervous in life because that pushes us and presses us to be the best versions of ourselves. But that's how you create momentum. You have to challenge yourself and you have to go way outside your comfort zone and just do. Just do. Nike had it right, guys. Just do it. The only thing you can do, the worst thing you can do is to not take action. So that's the challenge. Take fast and imperfect action. The fourth thing on gaining momentum, starting momentum, and then also keeping momentum is wins fuel wins. You have to learn to celebrate. Celebration is so important along the way. And a lot of us feel that you don't celebrate until you actually get the final W. Guys, it doesn't work that way. And I think a lot of us, the reason that we don't gain momentum is because we don't believe that we're winning. But what would happen? What would happen if today, every single time you did something that you felt was the right thing, every single time that you did something that you felt was moving the needle at all, you took a quick second to celebrate, to say thank you, to look up and say, thank you for the opportunity? What if you did that? What if you celebrated the small moments? What if at the end of each day, you spent some time with your family, you spent some time with your kids and celebrated getting through the day together? Have you seen that with your children? They will celebrate anything. They will celebrate the smallest things. My kids cannot wait when I come home to show me the things that they've done. What would it look like if my son, who is a superstar with Legos and a superstar building Legos, and I came home and he finished a new project that day, and I looked at it and said, neat, son, and walked away? That would be devastating. Every time he does something, I go and I celebrate with him. Holy cow, buddy, that's amazing. That's incredible. Look at this. Show it to me. How does it work? How does it move? Tell me a little bit about it. That's celebrating. That's a small way of allowing wins to create more wins. Because when you're winning, your mindset changes. You start to feel it. You have a different energy in your DNA that says, I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I can do this. I am constantly telling myself I'm going to win. This last weekend, you saw in the episode last week, Ben Wilson was in town with me, and we had our fall member guest, our club invitational, our summer member guest, and we had an incredible time. But we went out and believed we were going to win. We went out and fought hard to win. We didn't. We fell a little short, but our mindset never changed that we were going to go out and win. And along the way, we found wins after win after win. And so therefore the week was a complete success because we found the wins along the way. We may not have got the big trophy at the end, but we 100% knew we won at life. And sometimes you have to think in that mindset. You have to think about the small wins. So that way when things don't land perfect, you're still okay. Because you can look back and go, well, heck, we had a lot of good ones along the way. We had a lot of good little victories here. So you have to learn to celebrate in the small things. Those little micro wins, they build confidence and they keep the motivation going. When you have those micro wins, the motivation that you have to do it again and do it again the next day goes up and up and up. Motivation and momentum, they aren't created. They're felt. You have to understand that momentum and motivation comes from here, comes from your gut. It's a feeling. And so you have to find a way to feed that feeling. Because when you feed that feeling and you believe it yourself, that's when you start to gain momentum and you start to do better things. You start to talk to better people. They can sense it. They can feel it because, guys, momentum is 100% contagious. Just like energy, just like joy, just like happiness. Those things are incredibly contagious. And if you feel it and you believe it, others around you will as well. So celebrate along the way to feed your soul, to feed who you are and feed what you're doing and to tell yourself that you're doing the right things. The fifth thing, this one is specific into keeping momentum. Once you have momentum going, once you feel those wins and you're celebrating those micro wins, the fifth thing that I believe ties in directly to keeping the momentum going is you have to guard and protect your energy. You have to guard that feeling with everything you've got. You have to have better morning routines. You have to have better quiet time. You have to have better mental preparation. You have to have clear and defined boundaries. What you are and are not willing to do. It goes back to the start. It goes back to those clearly defined priorities. You have to be able to point back to those and say, that's my protection. That's my energy protection. I'm not going to hang around these types of people. I'm not going to hang around the negative people. I'm not going to hang around victims because I know that they steal my energy. I know that they take that away from me. And if they steal my energy, it's going to derail the momentum of who I am right now and what I am becoming. So in order to keep momentum, the number one thing you have to do is you have to protect with everything you are the energy that's around you. You have to protect the who, the what, and the when. Who you're spending time with, what you're doing when you're with them, and when you're doing it. All of those things matter. You have to protect when you go to bed at night. You have to protect how late you stay out. You have to protect when you wake up. You have to protect making sure that you are leaving time and creating, not just leaving, goodness, creating time to focus on yourself, eating right, going to the gym, drinking enough water. You have to protect those things because they're all ways in which you boost your energy for every single day around. The last thing, the sixth thing is it's a reminder, because the reality is momentum shifts. We all know it. I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe our team and our company is going to ride this hot streak forever. Gosh, I hope we do. I really hope we do, because I've seen the other side of it. I've come up a hot streak before and had it completely crash to the ground. But this time we're going to focus differently. I've learned. I've seen what we did wrong, and I've learned from those mistakes. But the sixth thing that we're going to do is we're going to realize this last piece, which is that the only way you truly fail and derail a train is if you quit. Guys, there's going to be a stall. The train is going to stall at some point. It's going to happen. Things are going to slow down, and you're going to hit a point where you go, woof, there it was. All of a sudden, everything slowed up. Everything backed off. But you have to be able to, at that point, then reset. How quickly do you reset your mindset, reset your mentality, and go back to what you're meant to be doing? Everyone hits those hard times, but it's what you do next that matters. Everyone has a bad day. Everyone has a bad month. We all do. We all are going to have times where things don't go our way and they don't go right. That's okay. What makes you the best version of yourself is how you react to the failure, how you react to the slowdown. What is it that you're going to do? Do you sit back and do nothing, or do you take extreme action? Do you go back to the beginning, take a look at your priorities and say, okay, are my priorities right? If you can answer yes, I'm doing the right things with the right people. I'm doing that. Then what's next? Look at your systems. Are your systems defined right? Are you doing the right things? And what adjustments can you make inside those things to bring you back to where you want to go? Are you implementing fast enough? If you see something that you need to change inside your systems, are you going to take swift action to reset that button? Are you going to overthink it? Or are you just going to go do it? And are you going to celebrate the small wins along the way? Are you going to find those small wins, and then when you get another one, you celebrate again and again, and you get yourself back on track? Because the reset is going to happen. It's going to happen to us. I know it. I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to last forever, but I can tell you this time, because I have clear priorities. I have extremely clear definitions of who I'm going to live this life with and how I'm going to live life. I do believe that this time, when the momentum changes or shifts, we are going to be able to reset it extremely quickly. I know it. I can feel it, because I know the people I'm surrounded with. I know the actions and activities that they will do alongside me. And frankly, guys, I know the leader that I've become. I know that life has provided me an opportunity to lead people at a high level, and I take it so seriously. It's one of the biggest blessings of my life. It's one of my favorite things that I have right now. And I look at it as an opportunity to be great, an opportunity to impact so many people. Guys, that's what I want in life. I want to be a positive impact to every single person I meet. But if you're in my life and we are living life together, my desire to impact your life at a high level is so much bigger. That's my passion. And I now, for the first time, can look back and know that that is what I'm meant to do. It's what I'm meant to be. It's the rhythm of my life. Guys, momentum isn't a straight line. It's a rhythm. It's like music. It goes up and down, and that's okay. But the rhythm of my life is now to be a positive influence and a positive impact on everybody and to lead the people around me at a super high level. And I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to do that. It's so special. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that our company and that my life and that the friends around me and this show continues to grow at a trajectory and gain momentum along the way, day after day after day. It's the commitment that I'm making to myself. And I'm so excited to wake up every single day and have the opportunity to do that, and then have the opportunity to come share it with you guys. I know exactly who I am. I know the man that I'm supposed to be, and I know what I've been put here to do. And I hope that every single one of you is the exact same way. I hope you realize that the person you are and the person you were put on this earth to be is important. Guys, you are important. The gifts you have, the talents you have, and the person that you are is important. Go out there and be yourself because the world needs you. Have a good day, guys. Bye.